Hey, here we are.
Hey, hi. Hopefully you've had a wonderful week, and we're glad that you joined us today. And this is Dee and Dory, in case this is the first time you've joined us, and welcome.
Welcome.
We all about thrifting, sewing, and just, having fun with sewing.
Yes.
All right.
And we throw a few other little things here and there.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Like today. See what I did with my hair? I did something different. I looked at the Instagram, sent something on how to do your hair.
Turn your head back so they can see the back of it.
Well, then I can't see them.
Yep, there you go. Looks nice.
Anyway, so yeah.
And I haven't mastered it yet. Mine's still just a bunch of clips in there. I got to figure something. I have to practice more.
Practice. Yeah. That's amazing what you can see on Instagram.
Yeah.
Would you like to, well, our video is going to be the oldest pattern that we have.
Sort of, kind of.
Sort of, kind of.
She has no clue how that works. Well, you'll find out. We'll find out. Okay. Yes, but that's what our challenge was for this video episode is our oldest pattern that we have. Make a make from our oldest pattern. Of course, we should have clarified and said the oldest pattern that fits you.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't do any good to make something
that doesn't fit you.
Doesn't
I had lots of older patterns, but they don't fit me. No can do. Yeah. Anyway, we always start out with an inspirational saying to keep things upbeat and positive. And so here we go. What do you got?
Ann Landers.
Oh, okay. We had her sister a while ago.
Okay. Did you know about her sister that they're twin sisters?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Aren't you something?
Yes, I am.
So this is what the twin sister Ann Landers, well, actually, there were two Ann Landers.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyhow, the saying is, opportunities are usually disguised as hard work, so most people don't recognize them.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I never had the opportunity. Well, you gotta work at
hard work.
Yeah,
and that goes along with, I heard something this week that people who are most successful, they're not any different from anybody else, but they're persistent and they keep at it.
Yeah, right. I think I heard. Oh, maybe I heard the same thing you did at the same time.
Maybe so. At a separate time, in a separate area, separate space.
Yes. So the original Ann Landers was Ruth Crowley, who died at age 48. And she was a nurse in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
No, that I don't recall.
But then, this other one in 1955, the Ann Lander was Esther Pauline Lederman, whose twin sister became Dear Abby. And she was born in 1918 and died in 2002 at the age of, is that 88?
I don't know. You wrote it.
Oh, I can't remember. And she had multiple
myeloma?
Yeah.
Aww.
Is that a cancer?
I think so.
Cancer of some sort?
Not skin?
No?
No, no.
But it's some kind of cancer.
Yeah.
But she knew she had it, and she said she didn't want any treatment for it. So she was 88 when she died. Which was fairly
And what year was that? Do you know?
2002.
Yeah, that would be like
21 years ago.
Yeah. Things have changed a lot since then, in the medical field. So.
Yeah. But I like that, it's true. We have to do hard work.
Yeah, to get
those opportunities and sometimes when you do hard work, then like if you're at an office, let's say you work in an office, like I used to work in an office.
Yeah, me too.
The hard work that you did was recognized by others, and then opportunities would come to you because they saw that you were a hard worker.
Yeah, in our office it was, let's give her more to do.
Yes, there's opportunities for you to grow.
Yeah, grow more tired.
Grow more tired.
Anyway.
Okay, so, were you going to say something? Well, I'll let you go first since you...
Are you curious?
Yeah, I'm curious.
You're curious.
What do you have to say about your oldest pattern?
Well, first of all, I love my fabric. This is a pajama top, okay? So, anyway, so I do, I tried to make it look as modest.
What it reminds me of?
What?
So these are kitty cats.
Yeah, the kitty
But
cats.
remember that game you used to play with a spiral?
Oh, yeah, the spiral thing. And you made
because they're all like spirals.
Yeah.
Made out of spirals.
So it's a happy fabric. It's very, very light. I made it because it's been so hot and humid.
Yes.
And so In the reveal, I probably won't wear the leggings with it, but I wanted to be modest when I wore it.
Right.
You know, so
you're not wearing leggings to bed.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing leggings
When you're
to
trying
bed
to be
right
cool.
now. Yeah, when it's warm out.
Yeah, it's cute.
But I really enjoyed once I started sewing on it, just because it's a happy fabric to me, and the what the cats look like.
Yeah.
I was enjoying sewing on it. Plus, it's sewed up really easy. I did make sure that I had a needle. My sewing machine needle was for the very light fabric because this is extremely light.
It's a cotton.
I don't know what it is. This is a mom. No. This is not a mom fabric. This is a fabric I got from you. You gave this fabric to me because someone had gifted you with lots of fabric.
Yes.
And this was one of the fabrics that had yardage. Not all of it did, but this had yardage. And so I was like,
shared it with you.
You did. So I was like, what do I do with this fabric? When I first, seen it, I'm like, what am I going to do with this? But I like it. It's happy.
Yeah, it's a cute pajama top.
So this is what I made it out of Simplicity 70096. This is the pattern that I cut out for it. View actually, I think it ended up being 2. I was going for the shorter one, and I did cut it off at the shorter level, but it doesn't look.
But it looks longer.
It looks much longer on me. So it's this like a gown-like instead. So this is a 1967 pattern.
Oh,
you can see
that's been a while.
60 cents. And I don't think it was my pattern. I think it was her pattern because her name's on the pattern.
Oh, it was my pattern.
But let me tell you what happened with this pattern. So I pull out the instructions.
Oh, it does have my name on it.
And it had been made before.
Oh.
This had been made before. The long version had been made before.
See?
So anyway, I cut out the pattern, right? And I'm sewing along, and all of a sudden it says, it doesn't say to go to instruction sheet 2, but you have to go to instruction sheet 2, which there is no instruction sheet 2.
Somebody, when they made it the first time, didn't put the instruction 2 back there.
Yeah, so this is, you can see how yellow it is. Yeah. Simple pattern pieces, though. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to it, front and the back. The yoke pieces. It had the yoke front and then the yoke facing. The yoke facing actually had the facing that went underneath the arm. But I didn't have the instructions. I've never sewn a yoke like that to figure out how to do the yoke facing with the arm. But I sewed it on, so it was all raw edges on the edge here because I did this part, which is fine, then turned it right side out. And I tried to sew, I did sew, in fact, the arm facings onto the armhole, but you can't turn it right side out. It doesn't work. You can't get that done because you've gotten the front and the back together, and it just makes a continuous loop through the yoke. It just wouldn't work. So then I took that out, and so I left this with the raw edges, and I did stitch it down with the raw edges. And then I went and got a bias binding and bound it with the bias binding.
You made it work.
I made it work. And
I took the opportunity.
I took the opportunity. And I have, so I took the opportunity. Although it seems a lot fuller than what this portrays. But anyway, it worked. And it's not all here, but we figured it out. So, and it was really relatively simple. The only problem I had was trying to figure out how that yoke facing went because it's the entire, it's all one piece on the front and all one piece on the back. Yeah. But that's what I did. That's all I did to it. And it had another version of pockets, which I did not put on. The pockets they don't show it. They were in the side seams, and it doesn't show it here on the pieces, but you had the seam, and then the pocket jutted out 5/8 of an inch and came down and then went back in 5/8 of an inch. And then I didn't do that. I was like, I don't need pockets on it. So anyway,
cool.
Yeah. I do not like making a square neckline. I have a hard time doing it.
Well, you did a good job on that one.
You think so? Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it came out exactly. And I did the stay stitching and then, cut into it after I sewed the facings together, the back facing and the front facing, so I could turn it. But anyway, that's it. But actually, I used Dory's pattern. Yeah.
How about that?
So,
wow.
It's a really old pattern. Yeah. Most of my old patterns I was looking at
it's
that I have.
It's amazing that it was my pattern since it's so old.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm so young. How could that be?
Yeah. 60 cents, and it says in Canada 75 cents. But I figured, you know, it was a size 14, a bust 34, and I think that's what I made. I made it in the larger one because it was a nightgown, and I want the room, the extra room. So you can have your pattern back. I wanted to make to make the little panty, what are those called? The back and the front of panties they called it. I wanted to make those.
Cute.
But
is the pattern in there for it?
The pattern's in there for it, but my tushy is way too big for that.
Oh yeah.
And I was like,
okay,
so that won't work.
Well, can we watch the reveal?
You can.
All right, let's see it in fully.
Okay.
There you go. Cute, cute, cute.
You like it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Nice summer.
You can have your pattern back.
It's not going to fit me.
Well, okay.
But thanks anyway. There's a reason you have it.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that was fun.
Yes.
It was fun trying to figure out which one to make, and because I did have several, but most of them I can't fit into.
Well, my pattern's not quite as old. It's not a 67, it's a 72.
Yeah, it's not nearly as old.
Well, so how many years is that? 5 years difference?
67?
Yeah.
How old were you in 1960? Oh, we won't say. Never mind.
Because then they know how old I am now, and we want that to be kept a secret. But mine is a Kwik Sew.
Cute pattern.
Kwik Sew 305, and you can see I bought it at a Goodwill for 99 cents.
Were all the pieces in there and everything?
All the pieces were in here. The tab had it was sealed shut.
Oh, nice.
So it had never even been opened or used.
Wow.
At that time, it was $1.25 in the United States. This has Canadian and Australian prices on it.
Oh, well, they had
So, I know we have some viewers from Australia. It would have been $1.90 back then for you.
$1.90?
Uh-huh. And our soon-to-be Canadian friends, $1.55. Yeah, so it was very interesting also. I do like, it was very simple. This is it for instructions. This is it for instructions.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Let me see.
Pretty awesome. Yeah. And, you know, this is the kind of paper they use. It's a nice thick paper.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, so you can use that pattern multiple times.
So I did some research. Well, first off, I did find that you can still find this pattern on Etsy for $9.
Oh.
Plus $4 shipping.
Oh.
And eBay had it on cut for $4.99 plus $6.05 shipping. So at the time that I looked it up, that's what was available for this particular pattern.
Okay.
But you might be able to find it like I did at a Goodwill.
If you really want it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Kwik Sew, it's very interesting, was founded in 1967 by Kirsten Martinson. And if you look down here, you'll see that her design is designed by her.
It's a nice pattern because it's really sewed up nice.
Kirsten Martinson. And she was actually, she's from Sweden, I believe. Yeah. I believe she's from Sweden. Yes, she's from Sweden. But at first, the company that she started was called Sew, Knit, and Stretch. Now, it's interesting, in 1974, the name was changed to Kwik Sew, but this is a 1972 pattern. that says Kwik Sew on it.
Right.
So she must have named some of her patterns Kwik Sew, but not changed the name of the company. That's the only thing I could come up with. In 2006, she was inducted into the Sewing Hall of Fame.
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't even know they had one. Yeah, either. I did not either.
They did that post, because she died in 2002.
Oh, so they did it after she...
Of breast cancer.
Aw.
And she was only 64 when she died of breast cancer. But it was very interesting. I got my fabric from Goodwill also for 99 cents. Mm-hmm. So it was $2 for the entire T-shirt. And they pattern, when you get in there and you look at it, make sure you read the instructions, because it's a 1/4-inch seam allowances.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the only notch in the entire pattern was on the sleeve at the very top to show where the sleeve would be.
In the middle of the shoulder seam. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the neckband.
That's what I wanted to see.
Look at that. Show them that. The neckband, to make the neck,
Can you see it?
Yeah, to know the size of the neckband, you put it around your head, and then you cut off any extra. That's how they sized the neckband.
That works, so that's a good thing to know.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very interesting.
Oh, and then you divide the neckband into four. Yeah, and then you ease the rest of the bodice onto the neckband.
Yeah, and it is for stretch knit, so you can do that. And then you can see how the sleeves are done. She did the sleeves the way I like to do them.
Yeah, the way that
I really like
it's
to do
done
them.
in commercial industry for sewing.
Now, I did find that somebody bought this pattern in 1978. There's a little sales slip. 1978, they bought the pattern for $1.25, and there was 5 cents tax, so they paid $1.30 for it.
You know what I like about the picture on this? The hairdo. Remember the shag?
Yeah,
that's what they've got. The shag haircut, which I had one at one time, so years ago.
It is interesting because this is for stretch knit. We have a gauge now that usually shows make sure it stretches from here to here. That's not on there.
No, none at all.
No, it's not on there. So
well, I think stretch knits were relatively new back then, weren't they? They probably didn't have the variety that they do today.
I was hoping that this little sales slip would say what store it was she bought it at.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. No, it's just. But it's handwritten and it was carbon copied.
Yeah.
You know, so they had a carbon, and she got the carbon, and they kept the regular receipt.
Yeah.
Yep, in 1978. So that pattern, when it was sold, it's a 72 pattern, so it was 6 years old when she
purchased it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So, it's kind of a neat little history about Kwik Sew and the pattern.
Do you want this inside?
Yeah. So, would you like to see the review on these?
Yes.
Okay. Cute little t-shirt.
Yes, very cute. It turned out well.
Yeah.
So, t-shirts haven't changed all that much over the years.
No.
The fitting is a little bit different. Is it a little looser, you think, than what the fittings were back then? Are now?
Done now.
Or not?
No, I don't know.
The sizing kind of fit well?
I think it's the same. About the same sizing.
Yeah. Okay.
I did like that, and it's a longer t-shirt. It's not a short one.
Yeah.
So I liked that. And so if I had used regular t-shirt fabric instead of this,
the knit,
this knit, it would look like a t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
But because of the fabric I used, I think it looks more like a shirt.
It does.
Than a t-shirt.
Yeah, it does not look like a t-shirt.
Yeah, but it's just a basic.
It's a top. It's a nice top.
Yeah, it's a nice top.
Very nice.
So
there you go. That was our Oldest Pattern makes. So hopefully you enjoyed them and they worked.
It was a viewer who had asked us to put it in there, and I don't remember her name. So I'm trying to remember more, writing down when somebody makes a suggestion, putting their name by it. Now I got to remember that when we go to do the reveal, I need to have their name again too.
Well, yeah, you should put that. Okay, you're putting it on there, so as soon as we draw it out,
but then by the time I make it, I've forgotten.
Well, all you have to do is reference our list.
Right, but I guess I should put their name on the list too, because I don't have it.
Oh, you should. Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were doing. Okay, but now we've got that figured out.
But speaking of, should we show some viewers' makes?
Oh, yeah. Do you have some?
I do.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. Okay, so we have one viewer's make to share today with, and it was a make by Kathleen K. And it's cute, isn't it?
It is adorable.
She used 2 different fabrics. See that?
I love that.
Yeah, it looks
I
good together.
really like it. So it looks like it's a gingham, red gingham, and then she pairs it with a floral, and it is adorable.
I think it looks pink. You think it looks red?
Well, dark pink.
And look, she's a quilter.
Oh, she is. She's got her quilting blocks up in her sewing room. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Well, and she's got elasticized wristbands. Oh, look it. She also did the neckline in the floral fabric also.
Yeah, she used that for
Let's see the front of it again. There we go. And the ties, yes. Oh, it's got a yoke. She made the nice yoke on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then look at on the shoulder area. There's like a small yoke on the shoulder area too. Very nice.
Yeah, it's cute.
Very, very cute.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yes, thank you. And I think, I'm sure it looks adorable on.
Yeah.
I am sure.
Yeah.
And happy quilting too. Yeah.
One of the viewers wrote that she really appreciates that we're sharing some views from our viewers, because she said she doesn't have an Instagram or Facebook account. Mm-hmm. So she said she doesn't get to see a lot of other people's makes. So that's cool. Yeah,
that is cool. Yeah. That's nice. Another way. So if anybody's made anything, send them in. We'd love to share them with anyone.
Yeah.
With everyone. It helps to encourage other people and gives them ideas of what to sew. It's an inspiration for other people.
Yes. So don't forget to send it to isew2@mei.net.
Thank you very much.
And notice it's .net, not .com, because I've had some people send stuff to .com, and then they're like, "Why aren't you getting it?"
It's .net.
It's .net.
Yeah. So, all right, let's do our drawing for our next challenge. Let's see what we got. Oh, I had something that I was going to have you put in there. Oh, I know what it is.
Time.
I know, yeah, but we need to add it.
Okay.
If I remember what it is between now and then. No looking, no looking.
No, not that one.
Oh, 3 or more colored print or color blocking. By Martha was suggesting this one.
Yeah, Martha M.
3 color prints. I do have some there.
3 or more.
3 or more by prints or color blocking.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So like that example that we just showed, she had 2.
She had 2, yeah.
We need 3 or more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a chance to use some of the, 1 yard or less fabric that you have laying around.
That's true. That is true. If I can get it all color coordinated.
That'll
be the next thing.
So don't forget, opportunities are usually disguised as hard work. So most people don't even recognize them. We want you to recognize the opportunities you have before you.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe.
Like, thumbs up, the all-important thumbs up, forward.
Leave a comment.
Yes, and send us your makes, as Dory had mentioned earlier, and have a great week. Happy sewing.
See you next week.
Bye.